I manage documentation at Privacera, and I'm a champion for software accessibility in general, as well as at work. My team has a massive undertaking. I joined the team in August, and there was a huge documentation debt, which I guess is the only thing I can call it, just like a tech debt. We have a lot of things to cover that are undocumented. We've been working on fixing errors in the documentation, and we're just starting on a full-fledged API documentation program. My role is, in terms of our API documentation, is mentoring the writer who's leading the program. Documentation has become much more focused on developers. Technical writers are expected to be more technical than we used to need to be. Documentation is no longer about describing the UI. The idea is that UI should be self-explanatory at this point. And so documentation is there to tell users what's going on behind the scenes or underneath what they need to do. And it's also become important that documentation reflect the user journey, as opposed to, here's what we want to show you. It's more about, we know you're using our product this way, so that's the way the documentation will take you. I talk to people, and more importantly, I listen to people. Yeah, conferences are really the best place. Like, you get to talk to people that are currently working, and the people that bother to go to conferences are people that really care and want to share their ideas. I would love for more people in the industry to understand how important documentation is, how it needs to be written in as part of the development process, not an afterthought to be tacked on later. I would like people to understand that it should really be treated as part of the product, not a separate entity to get done when you have time. Communication. It's great to be a power coder, but it's also really important to be able to communicate with people. And I think sometimes as developers, we forget that. Every company has a place for the power coders, but if you want to get out in the world or move up in your company, human conversations and human interactions are really important.